Today video is regarding holding companies. A lot of my clients are asking about holding company structure, that how holding company can be tax efficient. So we're going to talk about the holding companies. So let's start with that. For example, you got 4, 5 or 6, 7 companies which is a trading companies, and these companies are making profit. For example, you got company 1, company 2, company 3, company 4, and what you want to make that to make up another holding company, but there is a warning. Warning is that whatever you want to change, the structural changes, you need HMRC approval. So for that HMRC approval, you need a professional accountant who is regulated by some regulated body in UK. So without a professional advice and without taking HMRC approval, you cannot change any structure in holding company. So that's very, very important. You do any changes in the structure or in group structure, get approval before that. Okay, if you got that company 1, company 2, company 3, company 4, they are the trading company making profit. What you want to do now, you want to set up a holding company here. So what the tax advantage of being set up a holding company? When you got the holding company, what you can do, you can transfer the profit here. For example, there's a lot of cash in rich companies and there's a lot of profit there. What you can do, you can transfer the profit to the holding company, right? What the tax advantage? Tax advantage, first of all, first tax advantage is that's called intercompany dividend. Whatever the surplus profit in this company transferred to the holding company, then what will happen? Tax advantage, no CGT. No, you don't need to pay any capital gain tax, you don't need to pay corporation tax. That's the best thing you can do that. Then what will happen? Another thing, good advantage of doing that here. For example, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 companies here, and one company is in a profit, second company is in loss, third company in a profit, and another number 4 company is in loss. When there's some company in profit, some company in loss, another thing called group tax relief. That's the very best thing. What you can do here, you combine their profit and loss and claim group tax relief. That's the best thing you can do if it's part of the holding company structure. That's one thing you say. And another thing, for example, that company is doing very good here and you want to sell that company 1 year. What will happen? You want to sell the company number 1. What will happen here? Transfer proceed to the holding company. Whatever the cash you receive, you just transfer to the holding company. What will happen? What the benefit is that no tax, no CGT. You don't need to pay anything because whatever the proceed of selling that company stay in the holding company. And another thing, for example, company 4 is in a loss and that's insolvent. So if you want to get rid of that company, if you're going that company in liquidation as the insolvent, you can do that. For example, you want to de-risking the whole structure. If you put that company in liquidation, insolvent, it will not affect the group structure. So group structure gonna be in safe here. So if you got any question regarding this holding companies and group structure, please email us. Thank you.